you talk a lot about wokeism in your book, and you talk about this whole, liberal culture and students and kids just following this, like you were mentioning, the mob mentality of liberalism. So with this kind of rising and growing, what are the dangers presentative wokeism continues to essentially grow and expand going forward?
So people should know what is wokeism. Wokeism is basically a popular version of critical race theory, which is the academic version.
Yeah.
And critical race theory is Marxism. It's Marxism applied to race. Marxism originally was economic classes, and now it's race, whites, blacks, and so on.
Okay.
And so that's fine for the American context. There's nothing, I mean, blacks need justice, and this is the way they're going to get justice. It's fine, it's their problem. But wokeism has gone into, denying equal rights to speak. So there is a cancel culture, which is part of wokeism.
Yeah.
So you are not allowed to speak because you're part of an elite culture. The minorities of India will speak against you, you won't respond. The Dalits will speak because you are upper caste, you will not respond. So cancel culture applies to those who are deemed to be from a community, could be religious, could be race, could be any caste, whatever. They're deemed to be from a community that has oppressed. Even if you as an individual done nothing wrong. Okay, the fact that your ancestors did all that means that you are carrying this birth-based signature quality that you are oppressor.
Yeah.
So you are cancelled. So wokeism has a lot more than just helping blacks. It's also spoiling free speech. It's ending free speech because of cancel culture. It's also something which says that all old structures should be dismantled because people who were elitists created those structures. So many good things have to also go. Because the good things have to go with the bad things. It's part of what it takes to dismantle and start all over again. So this wokeism will destroy society. It'll destroy American society first, and they're exporting it to India. Now Indians are taking up the Supreme Court Justice, Chief Justice Chandrachud quotes some Harvard people for wokeism. He quotes Harvard people and he promotes wokeism in India in the Supreme Court. So it is not like what starts at Harvard stays at Harvard.
It goes across the world.
All over the world, it's right here in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So you see, this wokeism, one of the books I was writing was Breaking America. Because before I started writing on how the impact is on India, I was actually studying how this is affecting America. And various other countries are pushing back, So wokeism is at the center of the American, almost like a civil war, an intellectual civil war between the far left in the Democratic Party and the far right in the Republican Party. There's very little middle ground left.
Yeah.
Most people are extremes. And the liberal left want to promote wokeism, so they want to bring it into the school systems and want to teach all this stuff that people sitting in class, some of you are oppressors, some of you are oppressed, which is very strange.
Yeah.
And also, there are no fixed categories, because categories are a social construct. Categories of gender are a social construct according to them. So there's no such thing as women. There's no such thing as women. Women, being a woman is a social construct. And every social construct is a result of oppressors. Oppressors made social constructs. So one of the social constructs is gender and sexuality. So it means there should be gender fluidity, which means that everybody could be male, female, a little bit of both, move back and forth, and even little kids have to be given the choice. Do you want to be a boy? Do you want to be a girl? It's a matter of choice.
Yeah.
So there is no biology. They're overruling biology. And these are things that have far-reaching consequences in terms of confusing people and confusing nature. Yeah. It's fighting against nature.
Right.
Because what is nature is being now deemed to be a social construct. So even truth, like biological truth about genders, about the way your genes work, and the chromosomes work, and on the whole biological process of gender is being put aside and seen as social construct. So, and the social construct can always be blamed on the dominant culture. So this is a lot of baloney, actually. It's a lot of nonsense and quite dangerous.